Hi everyone, you're welcome to Let's Discuss. Today, we just want to pull back the curtain today. I know many of us have seen the post, we've watched the clips, you've even commented, you've liked some of the things we've shared. But at times, what you haven't seen is the quiet moments or prayers behind the camera, the uncertainty, the encouragement by different people, the contribution by different people. What you wouldn't see at time is those moments where I even wondered, is this even helping anyone? This episode is not just the behind the scenes episode. It's a celebration of what God can do, even when you feel unqualified, unseen, or unsure. If you've been here since day one or found this community even today or last week, you are part of our story. But to do justice to this conversation, um, I have some eminent guests in the house, people who will be able to tell the story as it is, people who know some of the struggles behind the camera, who knows what's going on, some of the challenges, the frustrations, who have been there, who have been supportive, and who are part of the story. Why Unboxed Press is not folded up yet. So we have my twin, uh, Ngozi. Um, she's been called your Saint some years ago, but now we've identified she's actually Ngozi. And so people call her Duni, the Yoruba name as well. She currently is not just a friend of the house, she's a mentor, encourager, and someone who manages Friends of Unboxed Praise Facebook by herself and has a lot of conversations with not just on box praise, but a lot of up and coming music artists, mentors them, and is the spiritual mother of a lot of them. So you're welcome once again, Ngozi,
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
to Let's
Good to be
Talk.
here.
Yeah. And there's someone a lot of us may not have seen a lot, and hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of him. Evangelist Warren. Um, so he was there when on Box Praise there was a time everything was just off. But he just said, no, let's do this, let's do this, let's do that. And single-handedly, to the glory of God, he brought Unboxed Praise back. We wouldn't have had Unboxed Praise if not for his support and push. And I remember going to different places. At times would have people in the boots of the car. At times he would drive hours and we'll go to different studios. Lots of stories. So I'm a friend of the house. So welcome, Warren. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks so much for joining. Yeah, so we'll just start. Today, I wouldn't go fully scorch edge because we want to just have a normal chat between friends. Um, Unbox Praise didn't start like a grand vision or a big team. It just started with a burden to have, real raw faith, worship, praise, conversations, not polished, religion or surface level spirituality, the kind of faith that can interact with today's world, who can wrestle with different challenges and still run after God. Um, yeah, so I just want to get other people's thoughts as to how everything feels because at times at times there's that tendency where I still want to compare box praise with other bigger platforms. Oh, there, I haven't started it on Instagram. God have mercy. Okay. Yeah. So at times I want to compare box praise with other platforms, other bigger platforms, and find out that there's a bit of a difference. I'll start with Ngozi, that based on your view and experience, because I know you joined Unboxed Praise several years ago, and it's been a small platform, and you have the ability to join bigger platforms, bigger movements. That what how have you found the experience so far?
Yeah, well, um, maybe let's start a little bit with how I got involved with Unboxed Brace. That was actually because I have a friend in Nigeria who is a musician, and well, he got through a other person, also Nigerian musician, into contact with Unboxed Brace, and he was going to Lagos where you recorded several things. And well, since I support him a little bit as some sort of a accountability partner, he told me about the journey, and I was really excited about it. I was really skeptic about it as well. uh, yeah, I was excited. Mostly I was excited. So he showed me some things that he got, background information about unbox sprays. I started to follow some of the information that I could find, website. I started to follow Let's Discuss, and I think at the first I heard a little bit about the vision to support mostly upcoming musicians, and not necessarily to make it big, but just support them with the small means that we have, and connect people to each other. And yeah, that was really what I liked. That was a little bit what I was doing, small. And I think, yeah, through Unbox Brace, I met some more musicians, and through several of them I still have contact. We chat on WhatsApp. I try to support their ministries. So for me, I really like the vision, and I still support it. I still support it. And that is also how I think we got into contact, because we just noticed that we shared some sort of a vision. um, yeah, and that's how I started to get involved in Unbox Brace as well.
No, thank you so much. Yeah, so I'll leave the floor for Warren as well. You chip in because you have the opportunity to follow bigger brands, bigger labels, bigger movements, but you've stuck with Unbox Spray. So what's been your experience so far?
Yeah, I mean, I've known you for a few years before, and I think before you started the whole movement from the church. I mean, obviously, I think we became good friends before that. I remember, I
Oh,
think it was 2018, 2019. You know,
oh,
we,
sorry, we can't really hear you.
oh, can you guys not hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Okay, I think it's better now.
Okay. No, I was just saying, so I think it was 2018, 2019. I think both of us were going through some of our own challenges of life, probably the best way to put it. I remember we had a chat when you were talking about this platform you started and you're thinking of closing it down. And I said, oh, okay, well, let's think about it and pray about it. I think we prayed about it and we planned that first concert in, I think, Reading Stadium. And I remember when we did the concert, I remember one of the artists, his name was Matthew. He said something, and I always took it as a bit of a prophetic declaration. He said, we may be sitting in a small cafe now or sort of bar lounge, but in a few years' time, we don't know. God may even use the stadium and we'll fill it with the stadium, and many people will be able to hear the gospel and obviously be blessed by the worship that will come forth. And for me, that was quite a powerful statement he made, and it always sort of remained with me all these years. And I mean, I've enjoyed your podcasts over the years. I'll be honest, I haven't been joining all of them, but when and where I can join them, it's always been a blessing. There's always like a golden nuggets at each one of them where, I'm sort of challenged. So You know, I'm really glad to be part of it, and thank God that we're all part of this as one family. I know we may not all talk at all times, but God has brought us all together for, I believe, one purpose, and that is to enable the advancement of the gospel. We're doing this with this platform. Yeah. So,
Okay, yeah, thank you. And for those who are just joining, we said we're pulling back the curtain on Unbox Praise, and one of the things we're doing is we're not just pulling it just for show and tell. We're doing it as a medium to encourage everyone as well that if there are things you're doing, don't give up. Just continue, because if God has given you a gift, a talent, or put something in you, don't look at the situation at times, don't look at what other people are doing. Just do what you're doing, and in time you'll begin to find fulfillment. I remember there was a time as well, and we're being open and honest. These are conversations I wish at times we have together as Christians to share a few of our challenges, because most times people present faith or present Christian living to be one that you don't experience any dips, you don't have any doubts. And that is far from. I saw you laughing. Yeah, yeah. No, please, you can feel free to jump in.
Yeah, well, yeah, I have to laugh about it because I know that we have definitely had a lot of challenges. And I think in the last few years, I really learned a lot about teamwork,
Mm.
a lot of things that worked, but also a lot of things that didn't work. But still, it helped me. It helped me grow. Um, and I think also it helped us we still believe in the mission of Unboxed Press, even though people joined, even though people left, even well, we had arguments with musicians, we had arguments in the team, but still, I think we all still love this. We all
Yeah,
love this. And I truly believe that God has a plan with this. So He will work it out. But what you said at the start, maybe with big platforms, well, that's probably what we hoped as well. We all dream big,
yeah,
and some things definitely didn't work out as that we hoped.
yeah,
Also with community that we started, also with some other things. But I think we also reached a lot of great things. We also
yeah,
reached a lot of great things, and the yeah, what Warren said as well. We do it for the gospel. We still see the gospel being preached. We met other people. We help
yeah,
people grow and develop. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done as well, and it can be difficult because we are all busy. We are all busy, and then it is still, and we are from different countries. That
yeah.
is also what makes it difficult. But still, yeah, I believe it
Mm.
would. I still believe in this.
Yeah. Thank you. For me, one of the turning points was there was a time when we started less discuss. I think it was just me and maybe at times just one person um, that will just look at it. Maybe me and my wife will be the only ones that watched it. And later we had Ngozi, and later we had one or two people. there was a time I was really seriously considering, let me just stop this. It's not adding value to anybody. And just when I thought, okay, let me stop this, someone sent me a message from, I don't know who that person is. I reached back and the person just said, God bless you, but didn't. Someone just reached out to me from nowhere. I think he was from a Caribbean country and just said, please keep doing what you're doing. This has blessed me. And he went into some detail about it. Then a few weeks later, I got some messages as well from the northern part of Nigeria, especially where Boko Haram was rampant around that Maiduguri area, where some people said, look, at times we cannot join you when you're alive, but we go back to watch it because of, persecution and things like that. And for me, that then gave me some encouragement that, okay, this message is, whilst it's from people, I believe it was from God. And it sort of encouraged me to continue. And, I had yourself, because many times when we'll try something, like you said, and it just doesn't work the way, um, yeah, at times a lot of people don't understand that behind the scenes, you would have planned things. A few people rely on some people, they won't turn up. Some little things would happen. Some people's had different views, different motive, different everything. So it's been a learning experience. And just want to encourage people as well that don't give up. You would experience lots of challenges, but as long as you keep going on, God will then confirm his work. I wanted to ask Warren as well that because I know you've been in a few situations where where we have done all the best we can in terms of organization, and people just came in. You can give other examples, but there was one I won't forget. We had discussed with the musicians; they'll come with the equipment, and they came almost, was it 2 3 hours late for his paid studio session. So it wasn't like a place we had for the full day. They rocked in late. They didn't come with the equipment, and yeah, it was just so funny what happened that day. But you just want to share your thoughts on
Yeah,
some of
I
the experiences we've
remember
had.
it was actually quite a challenge to refrain from saying what you truly thought of some people. But I think when you in some situations, you probably got to take yourself out of it because it's not about you. We are here for God and we are here to do what He wants us to do. I think sometimes when we get annoyed by people not doing what we want, we forget what God wants. And even though that day I think we were really annoyed with them, we stepped back and we allowed them to do what they were meant to do. Even though there were times we had to get maybe some extra bits and bobs for them that they should have maybe brought with them. I think to this day, that music that was produced in that studio still blesses a lot of people, including myself. And I believe in the years to come, it will continue to bless many others. So, yeah, challenges are always going to come, but I think how we react to them is vital. And I think so far we've been able to, by the wisdom of God, been able to handle them well. And God
Mm.
willing, as I'm sure many more will come our way, we will learn from them and hopefully, treat those
Yeah.
situations slightly differently.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, so for everyone joining, don't think, oh, what's going on today? It's not just about box praise, it's about our own personal ministries, just to encourage people that, if you experience frustrations, disappointments, like Warren said, at times it's easy to make it personal, but at the end of the day, it's God's work, and we have to step back at times and hold back what we would have normally said or done. Because you're right, we could have said no more music that day and things like that. But we thank God. it continued and it blessed us. I want to touch on a point as well. I think Ngozi will be best placed to respond to this. Personality and behaviors. When you're working with different people, we have different behaviors and personalities.
Yeah.
At times, a few people feel I do a bit of over planning.
And sometimes also a little bit of under planning.
Yeah. So, and some people would say, "Oh, yeah, there's a bit of perfectionism that I'm trying to get things,
Yeah.
uh, get it right." So, wanted to talk to you about this. This is one of the things people don't really understand. At times, to work with a group, you may need to evolve and change a bit. Um, and at times, no matter how much you clearly articulate your position, you may be articulating a position where other people are saying, "What's going on here? This is not the right thing." And you can make a decision to be, very stubborn, go ahead and do it your way, which at times works to get to a position, because at times getting everybody's buy-in means nothing would happen. At times, if you're trying to get things through a committee done, it doesn't get done. But also, there is a need for us to be able to step back and see, let me carry everyone along. And is communication the issue? Is there the need to push through? Is there a need for me to change? Is there a need to adapt? Is there a need to do different things? So, because they want you to share your views on this. And by the way, everyone listening, we didn't prepare any script for this. We're just talking freely, and everyone has the ability to freely share what's on their hearts.
Yeah. Well, well, what you said, team. I think you at a certain point a few years ago you tried to yeah bring a team together with different people, and at first I think we really needed to get used to each other. Um, for me at that moment, most of the people in the team were Nigerians. I knew a little bit about Nigerians, but not a lot.
Mm.
And suddenly I found myself as a white girl in a group of Nigerians that I thought, well, what would they think about me? Um, and it also, yeah, it impacted a little bit of how I should respond or not to respond. So at first, I really needed to get used to the other people in the group, to some Nigerians, so also to some Nigerian challenges, because we know that network data, light, all those kind of things can be really frustrating. So you can plan a thing and then there is no light, there is no network. People show up later than that you that you plan. I really had to get used to that. But yeah, I found out that I really love to work with them as well.
Mm.
That I connect to them in a really special way. But I had to change my communication. And for me, in my country, I come from the Netherlands. Although Nigeria is a little bit in my DNA now.
I like that t-shirt. I need to get one as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm from the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands, people are very straightforward. So we are really no nonsense, and we are really on time. So if we have a meeting at 3 a.m., we have a meeting at 3 a.m. And 10 minutes later, we are doing something else. And if you show up then, okay, make another appointment. So I really had to get used to things, and also people at the Netherlands, they are really straightforward in saying what they think, And I think most of the Nigerians in the team were Yoruba. They are really polite. I think they really had to get used to that.
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
Helped us grow as a team. I think
Mm.
it helped us, yeah, change. It helped us grow. It helped us develop. And all to tell each other what we think.
Yeah. So so one of the things we've done with everyone is I did a bit of a count of the different artists that's performed under Unboxed Praise. And when I counted it, some people might fight me on this that you don't count things of God. By counted it, we've had about what we've had precisely 107 different people minister on a box praise in terms of different ministers, and most of them I don't think we've met them physically. So we've had 107 people minister on Unboxed Praise in terms of different people. And I mean the lead singers, not the, backing vocalist and the musicians. Maybe it would be nice to calculate all that. And we've had programs in Germany, programs in different parts of Lagos, in the UK, and things have been going good. Not maybe not to the level we want, but we know that things are going to change. So there will be a few things I'll just mention here in terms of, where we're now going to. But before I do that, I just want to get some views from Warren around what were the things that or the performances that you've really enjoyed in Unboxed. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. Which performances you've enjoyed?
Apologize, I'm having a few issues with my camera.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can hear me.
Yeah. So if you can increase the volume a bit,
Okay,
we can hear you, but it's a bit low.
okay, 1 second.
Mm.
Yes, so I think one of the performances I really enjoyed was the one in Jazz Cafe. We did that in, I think, 2019.
Okay. Yeah, the
Mhm.
very first one.
I remember we had Sister Grace, we had Matthew, a few other artists there, and then we had Kojo and Music Band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really powerful one. I really enjoyed it. In fact, and then I think we also had this on the sax, it was Wale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for it was a period of a few months I was repeating some of the songs he played.
Wow. Wow. And yourself, you're saying, I know you've been part of a lot of the songs we've done in recent years. Which ones have sort of stood out to you in terms of performances you've enjoyed in terms of the connection?
Yeah, well, I think the people who were involved in the Lagos concert,
Mm,
I really like that. And also really important, and I do not want to forget about that as well. There was also a spoken word
yeah,
session,
yeah, in Nobomosha.
an Obama show, and I met some great people through that. Some of them I chat daily, or yeah, some people who were there. I got into contact with them. I got into contact with them, especially for the things that they do, not necessarily as a musician, but for the profession. So yeah, I really made some great friends from them as well. And there are also some people that I met who worked in Unboxed Brace in a team who were doing some administration things, things like that. Not necessarily musicians. I would not consider myself a musician as well, although I play some music, but more people who did some other things as well. Yeah, I'm still involved, in contact with some of them, and yeah, I not necessarily that I work really on a daily basis with them, but we have conversations on regular basis on the things that they are doing. Sometimes they send me a link on an event that they will do, or we work together, or we brainstorm.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even brainstorm with some of them on projects that they do.
Yeah.
With a phone call about something. So yeah,
Mhm.
I really met some people.
Yeah. Okay.
Great impact in me on me as well.
Yeah.
I really loved that idea also.
Yeah. No, I yeah, you also touch on a very important point. They love people working in the background. We have some people who volunteered to, they've been praying with Unboxed Praise for about 4 years now. On Tuesdays, I don't think we've missed more than three sessions. Like you said, there's been people who have helped with the admin. I remember people like Mide who were there at the start in terms of
Yeah,
crafting the strategy. People like Tolu,
yeah,
Oyinkan, um, people like Isaiah, and we've had the MDs as well. People like Damilare, people like um, gosh, they're getting quite plenty in my head. We've had people like Seth, who's been a minister, but also directing his team as well. So if I start reeling off names, we've had people like Mrs. Ade as well. We've had yourself. We had Warren. So if I have to start thinking about everybody, I think we'll be here till the end of the because like you said, the Ogbomosho
right.
people, we had Tolu as well. We had all those people. We have people in Germany as well, Hamburg. We have people in Abeokuta, people in Lagos, then Ibadan as well. The people in Ibadan as well. And one of the
Yeah,
things we want to do going forward is to create a community where everybody can come in and interact. So I was discussing with Ngozi about it. And we also have some people in the background, like our designers as well.
yeah.
Currently, we have,
Let's surely not forget them.
yeah, we've
Amazing job.
yeah, we've had Nelson, we've had IAJ, who's an artist as well, but helped for some of the designs. We have Keng, who is there. We've had Israel Bello. We've had Isaiah. So we've had quite a few people, and a lot of them have been really passionate. But like you said, we're so busy, and everyone has to move on and other responsibilities. But we want to create a community to bring everybody together, everybody, and we'll be having a membership group. So that will be launched before the end of not July because July is ended before the end of August, and we anyone who wants to be a member can join, and we would also have a section for people who are non-members but just want to see what's going on. So I think that will really be interesting. We have a concert planned in the UK in a few weeks' time. We'll have some people from Germany coming and some of the other UK people coming together as well. So the plan is to begin to also look for ways of bringing different people together. But also, we can't forget our listeners as well. People like some have contributed already. We also have Stephen, who is an MD. He's written some songs. We have Professor Emeritus. Thank you so much. And we have Pastor Nike and a lot of other people who follow us. Some people follow us, watch, and then tell me about it later. So want to thank everyone for your support, and just to encourage everyone that the story is just starting. But Box Spray's story isn't, it's a bit unusual because it's not just one person. It's about everybody working together as a team. Some of the stories I'm saying now were not things I did. We have the thing in Ibadan that was Bolu who organized that. The ones in Abeokuta, Yayonda. The ones in Lagos, it was Damilare. The one in Germany, it was Seth. The one in UK, it was Warren for some, myself for some. So, and very soon, I believe we'll have one in Amsterdam as well. We need to have one in Holland. Yeah. So just to state that it's not about one person. Unbox Praise is about all of us coming together and creating, rewriting our stories together. So anyone who has inspiration and idea and can support it end to end, we can, do a bit of partnership where if it meets with our sort of, capacity, budget, and things like that. But just want to encourage everybody. We'll be moving into membership where we can have lots of more conversation and more events. And we will now be opening up for more people to share their content. So we'll be, by grace of God, having live worship, people just recording things on their phone and sharing so that we can be blessed. So, yeah, so it's an exciting phase. I'm really excited about it. Just wanted to hand over to yourselves as well. Do you have any sort of final thoughts as we begin to wrap up on this session?
Yeah, well, I think it's really important to understand that when we look, for example, at the musicians, lots of musicians probably thought that Unboxed Praise is really a label that can support them with a lot of money, and we know all musicians need money. Um, Also, some people are upcoming; they even need more money as well. They want to record songs, and it is although they need it, it is not necessary. I think that Unbox Press is not really about money. It is more about networking, finding people that can support you in other ways with accountability partner, just moral support, because we know that creatives need a lot of moral support as well. um, they can be disappointed about things that do not work out. They can have had a great ministration and then break down mentally the next day. So I, I think that is really important, that we want to focus not necessarily on money, but on how can we encourage each other, how can we stimulate each other, how can we network with people that can turn into great friends also in your daily life. I think that is probably uh, yeah, a really important thing to say as well. I think your microphone is on mute.
Oh, sorry. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. Over to you, Warren. Any sort of last words or parting remarks?
Yeah, no, I think we should just definitely we need to continue. I know there's a couple of new initiatives you guys are working on, so I look forward to sort of being part of that as well. And I look forward to also hearing some great music being produced in the coming years as well. So
Yeah.
God bless you all.
Amen. So thank you all. This has really been good. I also think about the impacts that non-music impact that Unbox Praise has had. There's been a few visits to some charities to support some,
Yeah,
you know,
let's not forget them as well. Yeah.
yeah. Let's not forget them. People went to minister, I think, to a mental institute. Shout out to, is it Southeastern or Southwestern? I've forgotten, mental home. They're doing a great, tremendous job. And there was one the Gateway team as well identified. It was like a home for people with leprosy and things like that. And they went to share the gospel, gave them a good surprise. And those are, by the grace of God, the things we want to start doing more and more of. But we need support from everyone. We have in our midst, for example, someone who I consider, I haven't told him this. I consider him as one of, if I'm ranking my best songwriters, I think he will be in my top three. And he has lots of songs, over 500 songs that he has not published. So there's a lot of demand. There's a lot of people who want to, God has given them some talent and some gifts, and we need to support them. There's some people who need encouragement. There's some people who need further training and development. And there are people who need us as well. The demand is just so huge. And I just want to encourage anyone, if you want to support, if you want to support the grassroots. I know there's a tendency for everyone to want to support, a known brand, a known name. But if you have a calling to support the grassroots, let us know. We would connect you with people who you can, help, and your support will go a long way in making things happen for them. So thank you, everyone. But more importantly, keep praying for Unboxed Praise. And if God has given you something as well, don't give up. Keep pushing it. It could be a music ministry, worship ministry, encouragement ministry. Just keep doing it. Don't think it's not become big just because you might be saving lives. I got a call recently. Someone, he told me he had prepared to kill himself. This was someone who a lot of people they know was having mental problems. And I know some people who one of our partners has brought to us, lots of people who would have just died, and everyone be wondering what's happening. Is God not faithful? So please, let's work together. I just want to use this to say, look, we're pulling back the curtain. There's so much demand. There's so much help needed. There's so much work that needs to be done. Let us do it together. Unboxed Praise is not just about one person. It's about all of us writing our stories. So thank you so much, Ngozi. I really appreciate your coming. And Evangelist Warren, thank you so much for joining. This has been, very important. And for everyone who's listened in as well, thank you so much. So I just want you to, make sure that you're having honest conversations, supporting people at the grassroots. That's the heart of Unboxed Praise. We need to be able to bring up people while celebrating people who have achieved. It's not about the show. It's not about us. It's about bringing forth people who have something in them. It's about unboxing all their restriction.
Yeah.
And I want us to be able to have more stories to share. So I want you to know you are not just an audience, you're part of this assignment. So let's keep building something beautiful. It might be messy at times, but God's grace is there for us, and we are learning. The story is still unfolding, but thanks for being part of it. Let's keep working together, and God will bless you all. Thank you all. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye all.
And you will never ever change. You are the Lord. You remain the same. It's a simple chorus. You will never